Is he on the list?
Yes, hopefully he is.
Now, which
So I don't understand. These are elected.
so elected and
These-
dignitaries? I would think it would be over here
Don't say him.
because he's an
John
appointment.
McDonald.
Yeah.
A lot of family, a lot of friends. We got a lot of people in here because I really push this year people who actually do work for us.
Yeah.
Meaning like vendors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And employees. Like we have a nice crowd.
Yeah. And then we've got. I'm not going to acknowledge the county folks because everybody's participating.
I would
in the
not.
ceremony.
I would not.
What time we got?
302. All right. All right, we're going to get started in 1 minute. Yeah. All right, it's a little bit after 3 o'clock. My name is Steve Peter. I am the newly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives. It is my honor to welcome you to the 2023 Reorganization meeting of Somerset County Government. So I would ask that you all rise, and to start with, we're going to have the presentation of the colors by the Somerset County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard. At this point, I'd like to ask Peter Nemec, the Director of Veteran Services and a United States Navy retired veteran, to come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, now we'd like to invite Commissioner Director Chanel Robinson, herself a veteran, to sing the United States National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Chanel. And one more thing before I have you sit down. We're going to have a benediction or invocation by Father Michael Drury of the Somerset County Sheriff's Office.
Don't get old. It's an honor to be here. Happy New Year to all of you. Let us pray. Gracious and God and Father of us all, you truly are the author of everything that is good. You provide each of us with skills and commitment that work for your good. Today, in our land, life can be very fragile, and you depend on so many of your people to make sure that no one falls through the cracks, that everyone feels secure and safe. Your sons and daughters here present today are among all those committed people who believe that they truly can make a difference in the lives of those of this community and our families by securing their safety and their way of life, and we thank them for that type of commitment. We ask you now to embrace this gathering today, filled with people whose lives truly may touch so many others. Help us always to be mindful of those who are poor and those who are in great need of our help. May we truly focus on them in the year to come. And so we pray now, as we pray, always in your name. Amen.
Thank you. You may be seated now. All right. First off, I would like to thank the Raritan Valley Community College, its staff, its president, John McDonough, and the Board of Trustees for allowing us to use their space once again this year. Those who have suffered through swearing-in ceremonies in the historic courthouse know how much more comfortable this is. And once again, we want to thank them. It is now one of my more pleasant duties to recognize some of the dignitaries that are here in the audience, and hopefully we will not miss anybody. But if we do, please shout it out afterwards. So from the state, we have our speaker and our presenter today, the governor, but he will be up on stage. We have State Senator Andrew Zwicker. We have State Senator John Bramnick. We have State Senator Bob Smith, who's here with us. From the Assembly side, we have Roy Fryman. Sadaf Jaffer is supposed to be here. I did not see her walking in, but she may be running a little bit late. Wonder Woman herself, Assemblywoman Linda Carter. And then from the various municipalities, we have several mayors joining us today. We have my mayor, Dennis Sullivan. From Somerville. From North Plainfield, we have Larry Laurent. Deborah Keenan from Montgomery is on the list. And then we have various members of council and committees who are present here today. I'm not going to read everybody because I'm not certain that I have everybody's name, but if you are a council member or a committee member in one of the municipalities, please stand up and be recognized at this point. All right, and then we have some appointed and party officials to recognize. First and foremost, we have my party chair and the vice chair of the State Democratic Committee, Peg Schaefer. And at the conclusion of this ceremony, Peg would like to invite everybody out to the atrium for a celebration at her expense. Which is unusual. It's usually at my expense whenever something happens. We have her partner in crime, Joel Shane, from the State Committee. The municipal chair of Raritan Township and the director of the Somerville MVC, Pablo Orozco. So make note of where he is if you have any car issues, go and talk to him. We have Ron Yoder from Hillsborough. We have Michelle Kidd from Hillsborough. Ron Jordan from Franklin. Margaret Weinberger from the State Federation of Democratic Women. And a very shy individual. Roberta Walters from the Somerset County Federation of Democratic Women. Patrick Todd from the Montgomery Township Board of Education. and the Somerset County Prosecutor, John McDonald. All right, on with the meat of the show. Philip Murphy took office for a second term as New Jersey's 56th governor on January 18, 2022. He is the first Democratic governor to serve a second term in 44 years. Governor Murphy currently serves as vice chair of the National Governors Association and was the chairman of the Democratic Governors Association in 2020. Since taking office in 2018, Governor Murphy is focused on building a stronger, fairer, and more affordable New Jersey. He guided the state from being the epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic to being a model state, following the highest level of public health standards, implementing one of the nation's best vaccination programs, which we led here in Somerset County as well, and fostering a strong economic recovery. He promoted working families by moving to a $15 an hour minimum wage, guaranteeing earned sick days, expanding paid family leave, and he has enacted initiatives to provide tuition-free public education for qualified students, something that we should be especially mindful of as we are here at one of the great community colleges. Governor Murphy has also made New Jersey a model state for social justice by fostering the state's nascent adult use cannabis industry, enacting strong automatic voter registration measures, restoring voting rights to individuals on parole or probation, expunging the records of numerous nonviolent offenders, and creating the nation's strongest provisions for environmental justice alongside numerous other laws. Please join me in welcoming a true friend of Somerset County to the stage, Governor Phil Murphy.
Thank you all. Yeah. You first up? I'm first. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sorry, Steve, thank you. That was a very gracious introduction, not long enough, but a very gracious one, and I appreciate that. I'm trying to channel Bramnick here and come up with some humor. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for always so warmly and graciously welcoming me back to Somerset County, and in particular to these reorganizations. I want to start by acknowledging my dear friend and our chair on the Democratic side in this county and vice chair in the state party, Peg Schaefer. Peg, God bless you. You and I met when it was cold, dark, and lonely in your law offices 1,000 years ago, and we had each other at hello. And I've had now a whole number of years being here to at your reorganization, and in many cases swearing folks in. I'm really excited to swear Steve and Melanie and Darren in a few minutes. It's a real treat, and I'm honored that you would ask me to do that. To all the elected officials up here, Chanel, what pipes? Let's hear it for Chanel Robinson again. Forget the pipes, the courage to get out there and do that. As my kids used to say when they were young, you sang at Acapulco. But to all the elected officials, by the way, on both sides of the aisle, one of the hallmarks of this county, I think, is that, and again, I'm a proud Democrat, there are proud Republicans here, but the fact of the matter is the two parties have coexisted side by side and gotten a lot done for the residents of this county for decade upon decade, and I think that's one of the great hallmarks of Somerset County. Amen. I'm working on our State of the State address, which will be next Tuesday. And I know you're all going to hang on every word, but very excited actually to the legislators here. A particular shout out. It's the first time I'll be in the chamber delivering those remarks since 2019, which is extraordinary when you think about the amount of time that's been on the clock since we've done that together. So really exciting. But the reason I raise this, as I have been working through the remarks and will continue to work through them over the weekend and thinking about coming here to Somerset County today, so much of the pride and so many of the things that we are incredibly proud of and wear as badges of honor on our sleeve as a state live and breathe and jump out at you in Somerset County. It's quite striking, whether it's great education, like right here at Raritan Valley, as Steve mentioned, whether it's great health care, whether it's infrastructure that works, quality of life, how you all respond in the face of tragedies from Mother Nature or COVID pandemics. It's an extraordinary county, and I know enough to be dangerous because I work with all 21 of them. In fact, I'm going to give Somerset County, for a very particular reason. Are we in Branchburg? We are, right?
Yes.
We in Branchburg? I'm going to give Branchburg, in fact, and Somerset County a shout out in my remarks on Tuesday. But I love coming here. I love coming here when it's light out. I normally do a lot of political events at night, so I get to see the beauty of this county driving up from Trenton today, and it's just breathtaking. So at every level, regardless of which party you're in, you are a resident of a great county, and to all of the public servants and all the folks who live in that public life trying to do everything they can on behalf of their fellow residents, I tip my cap to you. I'm thrilled and honored to be with you today. And with that, back over to the Ryan Gosling of Somerset County, Steve Peter.
I think I got a promotion this year. I'd like to bring up my wife, Elizabeth, at this point, and we are going to swear me in for another 5-year term as clerk.
Governor, Professor, congratulations.
Hi, Governor. Nice to see you. Happy New Year.
Nice to see you. Mr. DeMarco, hey, nice to see you. Apparently I stand on the X, is that right?
That's what,
I'm going to point that to
the piano's up there, right?
Push your left hand in the right, put your right hand in the air, and repeat after me.
All right.
You ready? Okay. I state your name,
I, Steve Peter,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
all the duties of
the office of county clerk
the office of county clerk
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I think I'm going to make remarks. We're going to have you sit over there.
I'll sit over there.
Yep.
Thank you. Do you have any Budweisers I can?
I think Peg has them out front.
There's a pen and everything.
Yeah.
You even get a name tag.
All right. I have a few remarks. I will be as brief as I possibly can be. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife, Elizabeth, for being here today to hold the Bible. And the governor remarked what courage it takes to come up and sing. She sang this week at the Somerville Reorganization meeting. She sang America the Beautiful, and I think she knocked it out of the park, and I'm tremendously honored that you're here, and I love you very much. So, I also need to thank my running mates this year, Darren and Melanie. There's always a bond that you form when you are out campaigning with somebody. And I think the three of us had a good time as we were out campaigning. But the two of them really stepped up. During the campaign, I got cysts on both of my knees, which made climbing upstairs extremely painful. I mean, you could see it in my face as I tried to do it. And a fun linguistic fact, the British say that you stand for office and the Americans say that you run for office. Neither one is correct. You climb stairs for office. Every single door that you go to, you've got to climb up some stairs. So I really want to thank the two of them for sticking with me and really putting in all the extra work. I want to thank Peg Schaefer and the Somerset County Democratic Committee for having faith in me for a second term. I hope I will do them proud, and I hope I will do the residents of Somerset County proud. In addition, I would like to thank my deputy clerk, Maureen Coxwell, my confidential aide, Ida Ochoteco, and the entire staff of the county clerk's office for going above and beyond every single day that we're there. I often get people commenting to me that they've come in to do some transaction in the office and how pleased they are with how pleasant and professional the staff is. And that reflects well on me, but it really reflects on them and the passion that they bring to that office every single day that they're there. So 5 years ago, I embarked on my first term. The governor, actually the then ambassador, came to swear me in before he was even sworn in. So I actually have 2 weeks on him in terms of being in office. Came to swear me in, and there's a picture of us in my ceremony room right after we got done with the oath. And he's laughing, and I've clearly made some remark. And everybody asked me, "What did you say to him?" And I haven't the slightest idea. And since I've got you here, Governor, do you remember what I said to you afterwards?
I don't, but I think it's very cool that my seat comes with a microphone.
That's why we didn't give you one of those automatic chairs either. But when I came into office, there were a number of things that I wanted to get done. I wanted to make sure that the county clerk's office was accessible to every single resident of the county. And I did that by moving a bunch of things online that had previously not been there. I moved forms, I got a new land title management system in place, and I set about getting in accepting credit cards. We were able to finally accept credit cards this last September, so sometimes the wheels of government move a bit slower than you had hoped, but moving things online not only was a top priority, but it ended up being a really smart move when COVID hit. Now, I had no foreknowledge of COVID, but boy, having everything there available online really helped keep us on top of everything. We did not fall behind by a single day in terms of recording deeds, which some of the larger counties cannot claim. I also instituted mobile offices, taking the services of the clerk's office out to the people. We set them up in various municipalities, and we had great turnout for that. And I created a mobile app that allows you to access the services of the clerk's office directly from your cell phone. Statewide, I became a member of the Constitutional Officers Association of New Jersey and worked with them on their legislative efforts, and I'm going to continue to do that. So what do I have in plan for a second term? I'm going to continue to reach out to the people. I'm expanding the mobile offices. We're hoping to have not only the mobile offices in the municipal offices, but also at fairs and other events throughout the county throughout the week. I'm expanding my mobile app to have additional languages because I believe that the people of the county should be able to receive services in the language of their choice. We are going to institute county IDs for those people who are unable to get to MVC but who need some form of actual government identification. We're going to continue historic preservation of the documents that my office has. As part of the constitutional officers, I am in line to become president, not this next year, but the following year, which is going to highlight a lot of the government services back onto Somerset County. So I'm looking forward to a productive second term. And having mentioned my running mates, I would like to call up the sheriff so that we can swear him in now. And holding the Bible for him is going to be his wife, Denise. I'd also like to recognize here in the third row his family, including the one who always steals the show, his granddaughter.
The Bible. The Bible.
Which one is yours? Which one is yours? That's, yeah, take that one. That one's mine. It has good karma on it.
Nice to see you.
Sir, you again. Thank you very much. Lived in the Bible. I'm ready to rock.
I state your name.
I, Darren Russo,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
and
justly
and-
justly perform
all the duties of the office
of sheriff
of sheriff
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
No, go ahead. You can go down. I made a joke to her that she has to stay up here while I give my speech. So she's like, no. It's all right. It's all right. Well, thank you. Governor, thank you very much for coming out again. It is definitely an honor. I appreciate it. We all do for coming out and doing the honors. Thank you, Raritan Valley Community College, for everything, all your hospitality and what you do for the community. 3 years ago, I stood up and I got sworn in, and I remember saying that it was so great to be back in uniform. What a passion I have for the uniform. I say it's still great to get sworn in again with the uniform, but it's even better I actually am fitting into the same uniform that I got sworn in 3 years ago. So I'm just saying, and all of a sudden the cops are all looking at you like, that ain't the same uniform. There's no way. 3 years, no way. Don't even, guys. No, I got to tell you, right from the heart, and I want to start by a lot of people we got to thank. I'm going to make it real easy here. Everyone that Steve thanked and welcomed here, ditto. So I took care of a lot of that right there. Okay. Except, I'm going to start off with who made this possible for me. Again, Peg Schaefer. I say it a lot, and I mean it from my heart. I really do. You took me from, being a lieutenant. I was in Franklin Township for 30 years, and you made me retire. Something I didn't see in my near future because I enjoyed the job that much. But am I so glad that you had faith in me and confidence in me? Not once, twice, but now 3 times. So I'm here to stay, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart again for that. Thank you. My running mates, as Steve said, it was a heck of a election season. Steve's feeling a lot better. We had a great run with getting out there, and everyone that came out and helped out, it was tremendous. Between the officers and the family, friends, just to get out there door to door, day in, day out, weekends, and it's not just like the last 3 months. It's the last 3 years. Because every time you're out there, you're looking at the re-election, or you're looking at everyone's checking you out and seeing what's going on and what you're going to do or how you're going to mess up. But what we did was, when we started, was promises made and promises kept, and I couldn't ask for a better team. And when you have a vision like I had coming into the sheriff's office, I needed that support. And I'm going to tell you, from the row up here, from everybody, I got that support. I got that from the commissioners. I got that about a year or so later from our administrator, Colleen, and from Joe, our attorney down there. I appreciate that support. Because of that support, I was able to do a lot of things. Because of that support, we were able to move forward and take that sheriff's office into 2022, 23, and hopefully now further along. Working on improving those programs that we started. The chaplain program, the outreach program, working on making them better. But I got to tell you, family, I say this all the time when I go out and we do things. the sacrifice that the family does and the sacrifice that the family puts up with and the things they put up with, my boys, from what the negativity over the years and some of the things that have come out, you know, it is what it is, and I can't ask them and be proud enough of the respect that they showed and the confidence that they showed to move forward and to keep helping me move forward. So I thank them for that, and the respect. I can't ask for anything more than that. Denise, my wife, of 33 years. I don't know how. 30 of them as a police officer. So it's no easy task. I know that, and I see that. I can see that with my son as a police officer, with his wife, and I can see that with the families that I deal with every day. But you were there. You always have been there. You've always supported me, been by my side. Every day, door to door, we went. She came out with me every weekend for months to make this a reality and to make this happen. So, again, with all my heart, I say thank you, and I love you. Okay, that was the hardest part to get through. So we had... Give me a second. I had a vision when I came here, like I said, and it could not have been done without the support of everybody here. But what I really needed, because it's not going to work without the support of the people in the office. And when I came to the office, I needed to find those people. And it was very easy, because they actually came to me. Everyone knows who they are. You've seen them, people with me left and right, helping me move forward, move the office forward. They believed in me, and I appreciate that. They trusted me, and we came together and we made it happen. There were a lot of projects, I said, that we worked on, and we're going to keep working on them. And I'm proud that you trusted me. I'm proud that you've been by my side, and you're going to continue to be by my side. We're here to make Somerset County Sheriff's Office the best for the community. And that's a little theme thing we had talked about earlier. It's like, it's always been teamwork, but it's also always been about us working and doing things for the community. So with that, I just want to let you know again, our programs are going to get better. We're going to work harder to make the community safer. And we're going to provide you with the services you need and services you can trust. So thank you, everybody. Next up.
All right. We've saved the best for last. She doesn't disagree. She doesn't disagree. So, Melanie Morano, and coming up on stage and holding the Bible for her is her husband, Rudy Morano.
Yes, yes. I just thank you so much, Governor. I appreciate you being here. I got my mom and dad here too. Yeah, right here. No. That way. So, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty special.
I'm ready.
I state your name,
I, Melanie Morano,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of County Commissioner
of Somerset County Commissioner
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you so much. Do the opening remarks now, or?
No, you don't have acceptance yet.
I'll Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm going to echo the sentiments of my running mates, Steve and Darren. I was blessed to be on the cycle with Steve and Darren. They are awesome running mates. We had fun together. We enjoyed it. We put in a lot of time and effort. And at the end of all that time and effort, we knew the core value that we were fighting and working towards was helping the people. It gives the three of us no greater satisfaction than doing the good works for this county and seeing it in the eyes of our residents. So it was a pleasure to work with them. It's a pleasure to be reelected. Thank you, Governor, for coming out and being with us again, our second time for the swearing in. Thank you, Chairwoman Schaefer, for guiding us and shepherding us. Thank you to my husband. He's my rock. He's my best friend. He's my best supporter, and I love him. And I got my family and my friends here, so it's a great day for me. I'm a weeper, I know. I'm sorry. I'm not one of those stoic figures. But again, I'm not going to be on too much because I got other comments about all the great things we've done in 2022 and what we've got coming up for 2023, but I'll save those in the other remarks. So thank you for all for being here today.
All right. I'm going to go down to D.C. to preside over that stuff going on down there. And at this point, I'm going to turn the meeting over to the other clerk of the county, the clerk of the Board of County Commissioners, Kelly Major.
Thank you, Steve. In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act of the State of New Jersey, on December 16, 2022, adequate notice of this meeting was provided as required by law. Additionally, this meeting is being digitally recorded and live streamed on the Somerset County website. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2023 Somerset County Board of County Commissioners Reorganization Meeting. We are delighted to have many distinguished guests in attendance with us today and many others watching on the live stream. I would like to offer my congratulations to returning County Commissioner Melanie Morano, County Clerk Steve Peter, and Sheriff Darren Russo, and wish the board the best for a successful year ahead. Roll call. Commissioner Drake.
Here.
Commissioner Singletary.
Here.
Commissioner Morano.
Here.
Commissioner Sui.
Here.
Commissioner Robinson.
Here.
Resolution 23001 is fixing method of elections of offices to be filled. Commissioner Drake. Oh, motion for 23001.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call. Commissioner Drake.
Here.
Commissioner Singletary.
Here.
Commissioner Morano.
Yes.
Commissioner Sui.
Yes.
Commissioner Robinson.
Yes.
23002 is electing a director for 2023. Is there a nomination for director for 2023?
Yes, I would like to nominate Chanel Robinson.
Is there a second for Chanel Robinson?
I would like to second that motion.
The motion has been moved and seconded. Commissioner Drake?
Yes.
Commissioner Singletary?
Yes.
Commissioner Morano?
Yes.
Commissioner Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
The newly elected director for 2023 is Chanel Y. Robinson. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage Surrogate Bernice Martina Gillot to swear in our director for 2023.
Holding the Bible with me and standing with me is my mother, the Reverend Dr. Maddie Carmen.
I state your name.
I, Chanel Robinson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of the County Commissioner Director
of the office of the County Commissioner Director
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to turn the meeting over to our Director for 2023, Chanel Y. Robinson.
Thank you, Clerk. Now we have the election of the Deputy Director for 2023, Resolution 23-003. Is there a nomination?
It is my honor and privilege to nominate Douglas Singletary.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
It's been properly moved in second. Nomination of Douglas Singletary for Deputy Director. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Drake?
Yes.
Commissioner Singletary?
Yes.
Commissioner Morano?
Yes.
Commissioner Sui?
Yes.
Director Robinson?
Yes. Swearing Douglas Singletary in as the Deputy Director is Assemblywoman Linda Carter, and holding the Bible for him is his wife.
I state your name.
I, Douglas Singletary,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the government established
and to the government
in
established
the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
of County Commissioner Deputy Director
of County Commissioner Deputy Director
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Nice job.
23-004, electing an acting director for the year of 2023. Is there a nomination?
I nominate Paul Drake.
I second that motion. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Drake?
Yes.
Commissioner Morano?
Yes.
Commissioner Sui?
Yes.
Deputy Director Singletary?
Yes.
Director Robinson?
Yes. And swearing in Commissioner Drake as the acting director is Assemblyman Roy Fryman, and his wife Mary will be holding the Bible for him.
I state your name,
I, Paul Drake,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
County Commissioner, Acting Director,
County Commissioner, Acting Director,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my abilities.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Twenty-two 005 designating county commissioner meeting agenda and work sessions for 2023. 23-006 designating official county bulletin board. 23-007 designating designating official county newspaper. 23-008 authorizing correction of scrivener's errors by the clerk of the board or county council. 23-009 adopting 2023 temporary budget. And 23-010 establishing petty cash funds for 2023. 23-011 designating 2023 bank depositories for Somerset County. 23-012 designating 2023 bank depositories bail bond account, sheriff's office custodial account, work release program account, and inmate welfare account. 23-013 designating 2023 bank depository Somerset County Sheriff's Office general account. 23-014, appointing members of the 2023 New Jersey Association of Counties Board of Directors for 2023. 23-015, appointing Joseph DeMarco as County Counsel. 23-016, appointing Dr. Terry Clancy as County Health Officer. Is there a motion to approve resolutions 23-005 through 23-016?
Motion?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Are there any comments, questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Drake?
Yes.
Commissioner Morano?
Yes.
Commissioner Sui?
Yes.
Deputy Director Singletary?
Yes.
Director Robinson?
Yes. 22-017, appointing county commissioners to various boards, commissions, and committees for 2023, List A. Is there a motion?
Motion?
Is there a second?
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Drake?
Yes.
Commissioner Morano?
Yes.
Commissioner Sui?
Yes.
Deputy Director Singletary?
Yes.
Director Robinson?
Yes. 23-018, appointing members to various boards, commissions, and committees for 2023, List B. The oaths of office will be administered to those in attendance en masse. Oaths for members not in attendance will be administered at their first Board of Commissioners meeting of 2023. Is there a motion to approve the list of 23-018?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second?
Any comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Drake?
Yes.
Commissioner Morano?
Yes.
Commissioner Sui?
Yes.
Deputy Director Singletary?
Yes.
Director Robinson?
Yes. So anyone here that have been notified that they have been appointed to a committee, commission, or board for Somerset County, please stand, and the oath of office will be given en masse. Steve. Clerk Steve Peter, would you come up and administer the oath, please?
All right, if I can have all of you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the government established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. I do further solemnly swear that I will faithfully, justly, and impartially perform all the duties of the office of, and then state whatever it is you're appointed to the best of my ability. So help me God. Thank you.
At this time, we will have the commissioner remarks. And it will be in the order of myself, Deputy Director Doug Singletary, Commissioner Paul Drake, Commissioner Sarah Sui, and our closer, Commissioner Melanie Morano.
There you go.
Thank you, Steve Peter, for, and congratulations to you, to both you and Darren and Melanie for another year of starting your second terms. This is my 5th reorganization meeting, and as a member of this board, and I will continue to feel the same sense of pride, awe at the faith and trust placed in us by the people of Somerset County. We have worked hard as commissioners to live up to this honor over the years, working to serve every resident of Somerset County, no matter the town or the community they call home. Somerset County's greatest strength is our diversity, and ensuring county government services and serves every resident is our greatest goal. I am honored to be re-elected and appointed by my peers to the office of Director of the Commissioner Board. And I thank each and every one of you, but especially to Commissioner Sui and Commissioner Morano, who have served in the Deputy Director position, for partnering with me. And I know they will be mentors to both Commissioner, now Deputy Director Singletary, who takes that role, and to Commissioner Drake as the alternate for 2023. As always, I want to thank the Governor for joining us today and for his consistent support of Somerset County. To the Governor, we appreciate you attending our ceremonies year after year, and we are most grateful for your administration's support of Somerset County's residents following Hurricane Ida, your support of our business community through the rapidly growing film industry and Central Jersey tourism, and of our students through millions of dollars in support of county's VOTEC and Raritan Valley Community College, who hosts us on today. With 2022 behind us, our success as a county is possible because of our incredible employees. Not only the incredible employees, but the partnerships with the state under Governor Murphy's leadership of our 21 municipalities by the elected officials of both parties, and thanks to our dedicated volunteers and nonprofits. A key achievement last year was the launch of our new Office of Planning, Policy, and Economic Development, and it's our award-winning preservation plan that is the first in the nation to connect open space, farmland, and historic preservation in one document. Our focus on expanding our economy is paying dividends in downtowns across the county, and also with local partnerships, such as working with Bedminster to renovate and repurpose the former AT&T headquarters. Our new film commission helped bring David Duvaney's movie Bucky Dent to be filmed at TD Bank Ballpark, where visitors are loving the Sip and See program, and more will come with increased marketing of Central Jersey's attractions, and major employers such as Roche Pharmaceuticals are expanding, while others like Main Gear Computers are moving in. We've also been there for our most vulnerable residents, whether providing COVID vaccines in their homes for people who find it hard to travel, providing rental and utility support to keep more than 900 families in their homes and their landlords whole, or providing the mental health support so many of our young people need during these extremely difficult days. And in my hometown of Franklin Township, we provided funding for YMCA's new Camp SOAR, which gave more than 100 of underserved children from Bound Brook, Manville, South Bound Brook, and Franklin their first summer camp experience. 2023, we're forging ahead. Each of these successes has been the result of good planning and has laid the groundwork for more. One major priority is improving our transportation systems and helping residents easily and affordably get to their classes, jobs, medical appointments, shopping, and other necessary appointments. This is not only about Somerset County's program, but about partnering with NJ Transit and our municipalities in a comprehensive effort. We also have been working on our resilience in the face of increasing storm events. Thankfully, We did not have a major storm in 2022, but hundreds of families lost power over a recent Christmas holiday due to the boom cyclone. Storms don't recognize borders, and that is why we've initiated a regional stormwater project to ensure our towns, the county, and the state are all working together to minimize the impact of climate change. We believe that a long-term economic driver for Somerset County is heritage tourism, given the prominent role our county played in the American Revolution. We are deep in preparations for 2026 and for our 250th anniversary of the founding fathers of the United States, and are grateful for Governor Murphy's commitment to support the restoration of our Revolutionary War historic sites right here in Somerset County and throughout Central Jersey. In conclusion, I would like to share with you that the past 3 years have been difficult, and primarily because of the pandemic and the resulting economic fallout. But that hasn't stopped Somerset County from setting the stage for major leaps forward in many years to come. I am honored to work with this Board of Commissioners and our partners to keep continuing to make progress for this county in 2023 and beyond, for Somerset County is the best place to live, work, and play. God bless you all.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the college for hosting us. It's been a privilege to be the commissioner liaison to this institution over the past 2 years. I'd like to thank Assemblywoman Carter for swearing me in, and I'd like to thank my wife Elena for all your support over the past 12 years. And thank you, Director, and to my fellow commissioners who have been so generous in sharing their knowledge and experience with me over the past 2 years, and entrusting me with the role of Deputy Director for this coming year. Along with Sheriff Russo, Clerk Peter, and Surrogate Jallo, we are the most visible people in the county government, but it's the staff who do the day-to-day work of taking care of Somerset County and its residents. We owe these folks a debt of gratitude for the progress we've made and the progress they've teed up for us in 2023 and beyond. Nowhere have we seen the importance of these great people than in our Public Health and Safety Department over the past few years. Whether it's health leading Somerset to the highest vaccination rate in the state, or OEM coordinating the response and recovery from Ida, or our 911 operators staying on the line to save a life to help a severely depressed resident. These folks are heroes. Heading into 2023, we look to even greater success under the new leadership of Public Health and Safety Director Terry Clancy and our OEM coordinator Lisa Warner. We look forward to improving our 911 technologies and resiliency with the $1 million grant we got from the state, and I'd like to thank the governor for his help with that. And we look to improve our readiness by increasing community emergency response team training and expanding coordination between county and local OEMs. We're also taking the lead in education with our vocational and technical high school and right here at Raritan Valley Community College. Through the state Securing Our Children's Future grant, RVCC was awarded more than $5 million to expand its workforce training center to prepare students for future good-paying industries. We were also able to secure state funding for the VOTEC to create new classrooms and programs for emerging and changing industries that will more than double the student body at the school. And again, thank you, Governor Murphy and our state legislature for your support in that. These successes and future plans are vital as we emerge from the COVID pandemic. But I want to be sure that everyone knows that COVID is still here and with the new strains is still a danger to our community. We are, as I noted before, a state leader in vaccinations, but we can't let our guard down. It is vital that everyone gets fully vaccinated and boosted. This is why the county is continuing its regular clinics at the Senior Wellness Center in Bridgewater, but also partnering with communities, churches, nonprofits, and community groups to bring clinics to residents. We want to make it as easy as possible for as many people as possible to get vaccinated as soon as possible. So once again, thank you to my fellow commissioners for your support, and to the county, local and state leaders, Governor Murphy, for continuing to make Somerset County the best place to live, work, and play. Thank you.
How's everybody doing? So congratulations to Steve, Darren, and Melanie on a great campaign, and certainly for the governor for swearing you in. And I want to thank my wife, Mary, for holding the Bible for me today, and also Assemblyman Fryman for swearing me in. It was a great honor, and appreciate all your support. I want to thank Commissioner Singletary, and congratulations being named Deputy Director for 2023. I look forward to working with you and the entire Board of County Commissioners to maintain and increase efforts to make our county a great leader in sustainability. We came into 2022 reeling from the damages of Hurricane Ida, and much of this past year was spent building additional resiliency at the local, county, and state level to prepare for the next storm that is inevitably coming due to climate change. I want to thank my fellow commissioners for their commitment to addressing climate change, including the adoption of the climate change resolution that ensures county decisions are always made with climate change in mind. This commitment is also demonstrated in Somerset County's new regional stormwater planning efforts launched this September. With the support of our award-winning county planning department, we recognize that stormwater doesn't recognize municipal boundaries. That's why we're glad to have so many partners on this project to address flood mitigation at a regional level, including representatives from 11 Somerset County towns, the State Department of Environmental Protection, FEMA, and watershed experts from Rutgers University. Our goal is to work together on planning, development, open space acquisitions, and other efforts across municipal and county borders to mitigate flooding and the impact of climate change regionally, rather than going our separate ways and potentially sending more problems downstream. In this spirit, recently the County Office of Emergency Management received a grant for reforestation in Manville along the Royce Brook that was severely damaged by Ida. The Park Commission received a similar grant for tree planting along the north branch of the Raritan River. These new trees will increase water retention in the ground and act as a buffer for future flowing stormwater. Another great example is the comprehensive reimagining of Lord Sterling Park, which started as an effort to determine if the stable could reopen functionally and economically following its temporary closure due to COVID. But instead of that limited scope, the Park Commission, county planning officials, and volunteers from the community worked together to increase the utility of the park while reducing its impact on the environment. The plan will rehab historic sites, increase environmental education opportunities, develop new event spaces, and create interconnected paths between North Sterling resources, local municipal parks, the Great Swamp, and residential neighborhoods to encourage walking and biking to amenities instead of driving. And we promise that we will bring back trail riding later this month with some new horses and new staff at the stable at Lord Sterling Park. We made this commitment to the people of Somerset County, and we are fulfilling it. The most important part of our county is its people, and we are committed to providing the resources to help them be healthy in mind and body. After all, no community is stable if its people are not healthy. This aligns with Somerset County's Walk, Bike, and Health Plan, and we're looking for ways to use more federal money and infrastructure money and other funding to implement such projects in support of our healthy, walkable communities. During the COVID crisis, we were leaders in the vaccination efforts, and this helped us to the highest level of vaccination in the state. But we also focused on mental health, especially given the stresses and rapid changes that we all experienced because of COVID. As part of this, we expanded our stigma-free program beyond schools and local governments to include the business community. Our fantastic human services staff trained local business owners about the damages that stigma places upon substance use or mental health issues to their employees, customers, and even the bottom line. These business owners, in turn, committed to teaching their employees and customers to be stigma-free, as well as through materials and signage telling people where they can get help. Our Richard Hall Community Wellness Center was also integral to helping people suffering from the stresses of COVID and life, continuing to provide services throughout the pandemic, both virtually and in person. But in some cases, Richard Hall's clients were getting mental health services, but their physical well-being wasn't well cared for. To address this, we spent the past 2 years partnering with Zufall Health to create a new center for primary, dental, and vision care right at Richard Hall that will open in early 2023. This will improve access to care by allowing clients to pair up mental and physical health appointments, reducing time and travel barriers to their care. The new Zufall Health Center will not only be available to Richard Hall clients, but to the general public as well, providing another option for residents seeking affordable, quality health care in Somerset County. I'm proud of the work Somerset County has done on sustainability, both of the environment and our residents, and there is more to come in 2023 and beyond. Thank you.
I'd like to congratulate the sheriff, our clerk, and Commissioner Morano on being re-elected this year. And thank Governor Murphy for being here and always supporting our efforts. Democratic Chairwoman Peg Schaefer, all members of our state legislature, local elected officials, and everyone joining us in person or online. This past year made us take a hard look at challenges that needed to be addressed. We were faced with infrastructure in disrepair, at-risk corporate campuses, and Herculean private sector expansions facing roadblocks. Crucial decisions needed to be made by our Board of Commissioners, and we knew we couldn't do it alone. Thanks to our stellar Somerset County team, local elected officials, the NJEDA, Choose New Jersey, and private sector partners, we were able to grow. 2022 was kicked off with the new Office of Policy Planning and Economic Development, abbreviated as PPE, an acronym we can never forget, under Director Walter Lane, followed by the hiring of a new Economic Development Manager, Jessica Paolini. They made themselves reliable partners to our municipalities and to our major employers. We successfully invested millions of dollars in American Recovery Plan Act funding towards infrastructure. We salvaged and reinvented a 1 million square foot campus at the AT&T Center in Bedminster, and we broke ground on a 185,000 square foot expansion to our Roche Molecular System campus in Branchburg. In a blink of an eye, we have transformed areas of risk into case studies of excellence for other regions to learn from. Our Somerset County Business Partnership also played a pivotal role in our rebound. Throughout the year, we worked with businesses large and small. Times like these remind us that small businesses are the backbone of our economy and the heartbeat of our communities. With this ethos, we will carry that forth in 2023. Thank you.
All right, I'm your cleanup batter, so we're almost done here, everybody. Thank you once again for all coming out. I know it's a Friday afternoon, there's lots of things going on, and the fact that you're here means a great deal to all of us serving and those watching us live stream. Thank you for being here. I'm humbled, I'm honored to be reelected by the people and to be sworn in by Governor Murphy on my second time for doing that. And again, to join my colleagues up here on the dais in keeping Somerset County the best place to live, work, play, and visit. So for all you visitors, thank you for coming today. 2022's rise out of the ashes of COVID offered financial challenges for local governments. As a partner to our 21 municipalities, the county has worked on ways to reduce expenses for taxpayers. Let's start with shared services. Somerset County has led the way in encouraging all levels of government to work together. Our shared services marketplace, the online clearinghouse for the county and municipalities to share personnel, equipment, and services grew dramatically in 2022, and we expect further growth in 2023. With rising interest rates, the Somerset County Improvement Authority, and our chair is here, Mr. Joel Shane, thank you for being here. Our Improvement Authority is even more vital to local governments By taking advantage of the county's AAA bond rating, we can offer lower interest rates to towns looking to borrow on big projects. Lower interest rates, lower costs. Montgomery saw the value of this, and they utilized the Improvement Authority as their financing arm to build their brand-new municipal complex, which is gorgeous. As part of the federal government's American Rescue Plan, funding to the Somerset County, thank you, President Biden, for this, the county invested $7.6 million in shovel-ready water infrastructure projects. These projects benefit 60% of our residents in 13 municipalities. These projects will keep costs down for ratepayers, and these projects will bear benefits for decades to come. Let's change gear to open space, very near and dear to my heart and the rest of the people sitting on this board. We have always wanted to expand our open space and recreational opportunities by expanding the municipal open space grant program to include upgrades to parks and recreational areas. In this year alone, we awarded $1.175 million to 4 municipalities, bringing our total over the last 2 years to $3.59 million for 11 towns for things like trails, swimming pool repairs, pickleball courts, and community gardens, further enhancing the quality of life to be in Somerset County. And as has been touched on with our preservation plan, also in 2022, Somerset County launched the nation's first preservation plan. And why this is so unique is that it combines not only the open space and farmland, but also the historic preservation element, so that we can ensure the rich history of our county and Central Jersey. And folks, yes, Central Jersey does exist. Ask Senator Zwicker if you're not sure. We want to make sure this is available for all future generations. The plan picked up awards this year from Preservation NJ and New Jersey planning officials. Thank you to our planning team. I saw Walter Lane and his staff here. Excellent job, guys. Under this new plan, we'll now expand to partner with nonprofits to preserve open space. We expect the first such acquisition to support the Stoutsburg-Saraland African American Museum in Montgomery. This is a perfect example of how our preservation plan is part of a larger strategy to leverage Somerset County's culture, history, farmland, and natural beauty to expand leisure tourism. We're talking about tourism. COVID really knocked us. The impact of business travel severely impacted our hospitality industry, folks. And unfortunately, I don't think that business travel is going to come back. So it's time to pivot and explore new opportunities. We plan to replace lost business travel by attracting visitors to our farms, parks, culinary experiences, and historic sites. You've probably heard about the success of the Sip and See campaign. That's the craft beverage program with Somerset County Business Partnership. That campaign not only focuses on the craft beverage makers, but on the beauty of our tourist destination spots throughout Somerset County. We've also been using American Rescue Plan money to strategically fund projects that will draw visitors in 2023 and beyond, including an ambitious downtown Somerville art project, which is going to be beautiful, and a new annual lacrosse tournament next summer that will bring thousands of visitors from around the country to our hotels, stores, and restaurants. And all of this leads us to the celebration of our nation's birthday, 250th birthday in 2026. We all know Central Jersey played a critical role in winning our independence from Great Britain. But while Central Jersey was the crossroads of the Revolution, Somerset County was the crossroads of the Revolution. 5 of General Washington's generals lived right here in private homes, right here in Somerset County. The Battle of Bound Brook was fought here, and General Washington's troops encamped in Middlebrook 2 winters. Middlebrook is now present-day Bridgewater, Bound Brook, and Manville. We are grateful to Governor Murphy for committing funds to restoring 2 sites in Somerset County, the Wallace House in Somerville and Rockingham in Franklin. We're also excited about Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman's recently arranged for $2.4 million of federal grant money to restore the Van Vechten House in Bridgewater. So in addition, we're working with our state legislative team to increase the promotion of farms throughout New Jersey. Thank you so much, Assemblyman Fireman, for all your commitment to our agriculture in the state. We're putting this focus for agritourism and in finally putting Central Jersey on the official state tourism map. Yeah, you can clap that up, you should. With so much exciting progress on the horizon, I offer my sincere gratitude to the people of Somerset County for entrusting me with yet another term as your commissioner. And as I said in my oath of office, I will serve this county to the best of my ability, so help me God. Thank you so much.
We now open the meeting up to the public for comments. So is there a motion to open to public?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Anyone wishing to speak at this time? 5 minutes, no yielding of time, no
Mr.
coming up a
Sullivan.
second at time? So you may come up. State your name. Mayor Sullivan. Thank you, Mayor Sullivan. Is there anyone else wishing to speak? And for those of you in TV land, if you couldn't hear, he was thanking us for the continued support as Somerville was underwater. They will be opening up a pool and spray park. And you're all invited, even though the pool is only 2 feet deep, you're all invited with your bathing suits to come out and enjoy. Also, the 140th year of Somerville being in existence, and they're looking forward to opening up with the new facade of a new facility. And also, he's thanking us for our continued support of education as a retired educator as we continue to move that effort forward. Thank you, Mayor Sullivan. Yes, sir. Your name and your town you're from?
Hi, Eric Russell from Bernard Township Democratic Committee. One of the other things that I do is my wife and I are both amateur radio operators, and we participate in various events like the New York Marathon. Now, one of the things that I discovered by reading the patch is that a lot of people from this county participate in the various major running events in this region. I would like to see a half marathon sponsored by the county taking place in the fall, possibly on the weekend after the marathon, simply because you don't want too much heat when people are running, but you don't want it to last. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Not hearing or seeing any. Is there a motion to close the public portion of this meeting?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. Before we move on to adjournment, you all are invited for a reception immediately following the ceremony, right outside the theater hall. So if nothing else, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned?
Yeah.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. We are so adjourned. But before you leave, we have the benediction by our Reverend Michael Drury, County Sheriff's Chaplaincy. Meeting is adjourned. Reverend Drury. Out of reverence for the benediction, can you please stand still?
It's terrible being the last one because everybody wants to go. So we'll do that with a blessing. It sounds like Somerset County is in great shape for '23. This is my third reorg meeting this week. I have one more tonight. So we're in great shape. So we ask the Lord to bless all of our elected officials, all of those who were sworn in tonight. Keep our police officers, please, safely and safe. And I ask the Lord to bless each of you and your families now and always. Amen.
Amen.
Good night, Gracie.
Thank you.
Yeah, most people just don't know.